Hello and welcome to Loving Our Fears with Shikhar Rastogi. Many years ago, each time I would visit my physician, he would greet me with a smile and call me his mystery patient. He would run tests which would come back fine, but he would be clueless about all the aches and pains and discomforts I had been feeling in my body. I would keep going back hoping he may be able to find reasons for all the comforts in my body, but my visit with him would end on the same note each time, a mystery. Over the next few years, as I started walking the spiritual path and would listen to teachers and read self-help books, in 2013 I came across a book called Dying to Be Me by Anita Moorjani. This book was about the real-life story of Anita Moorjani, who was completely healed after she had a near-death experience while she was on her deathbed because of stage 4 cancer. And over the next few weeks, as I read Anita's book, I began to gradually understand that there is a direct and deep connection between our beliefs, which are responsible for the thoughts that we think, and everything that we feel in our bodies as a result of our thinking. More importantly, what I discovered through Anita's book was that the beliefs I had about myself and how I treated myself and allowed others to treat me were the ones that impacted my body the most. So, for example, as an empath, I always had this need for other people to like me, and this need kept me from creating boundaries with others, which in many instances gave others the permission to walk all over me, especially people with authority. But as I understood how important it is to accept and love who I am in this physical world, and that our bodies merely reflect our mental state, the prevalent belief in our societies, which I had also to, and that was our bodies are our enemies and we need to fight our bodies because they house our diseases, just came crashing down. What I realized over the years is that if our minds are at peace, and if we truly love who we are and how we go about expressing ourselves in this world, we have better chances of having a body which is vibrant and full of health, as opposed to when our minds are stressed and binging on negativity and hating who we are, we experience less than optimal physical health. Anita Moorjani's book not only changed the way I looked at my pain and discomforts, I was also able to figure out answers that my physician was unable to help me understand. I was able to understand why I was feeling all those unexplained aches and pains and sensations in my body. This book literally changed the way I viewed myself and my body. It shifted my perspective from loving others to loving and appreciating who I am first before I could extend that same love out to others and into the world. It gave me permission to take care of myself and my own needs first before I could become capable of taking care of anyone else, including my own family. This book shifted perspective from fearing my own body because of unexplained pains and discomforts to learning to love it and be in gratitude towards it for supporting me all those years through all of my anxiety. I understood that my body was not my enemy and I needed to stop fighting with my own body, which is what the society that we live in teaches us to do when our bodies get sick. Anita's book taught me to view my body as my best friend and how to treat it with love and care, because as long as healthy, we don't take the time to express gratitude towards them, But as soon as our bodies get sick, especially with a chronic or challenging illness, we declare war against our bodies. We treat them as unworthy of our love and attention because they aren't able to support us the way we want them to. But we never stop to think about all those years that our bodies supported us through thick and thin. All those years of negative thinking which generated negative feelings in our bodies, that our bodies continued to support us. For those of us who have understood this simple yet profound mind and body connection, we have experienced better physical health as a direct result of taking responsibility for our mental state. However, if you look around, most people are still oblivious. Most people still don't see that there is in fact a connection between our mental and physical well-being. And so many of us are still not convinced because much harder to step up and own responsibility for our own mental health. It's much harder to divorce our mind-made stories and much easier to continue living our lives through blaming other people and outside situations for all the physical pain caused in our bodies. Looking back on my own journey, I know why we don't want to be convinced of this connection. It's because if we are convinced, we would have nothing to complain about and no problems to talk about. Most of our mind-made problems would disappear. All the drama in our lives will cease. But because the entire human race is run by their minds, which we also call egos, and our minds thrive on drama, is why we don't want to be convinced. We are not ready to let go of our drama, even though we say that we want a peaceful mind and a healthy body. But if there is one thing that I can share based on my own learnings from living a life in constant state of anxiety and physical health challenges, is stop fighting. Stop fighting with your body, with your thoughts, with your negative feelings, with your diagnosis. Stop fighting by starting to write down your thoughts and feelings in a journal, or start noticing them as they show up in your body in the form of negative emotions. These emotions will give you a view into your beliefs, and when you start identifying your beliefs, you will have an opportunity to renew and upgrade your beliefs about yourself, about others, and about life itself. This is hacking from negative to positive, not by fighting with it or forcing yourself to think positive. And the shift in thinking will allow you to also take care of your body by letting go of all the limiting and fearful beliefs that you have been holding on to for all these years, which have been chipping away at your mental and physical health. So the question is, are you ready to review and renew your self-limiting beliefs?